Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's great to be back to the videos. Today I'll be sharing my new desk setup for 2025 as a software engineer. As you may know, apartments in New York are infamous for their size. However, it taught me to be more mindful and intentional about the things I get. Before we jump in, time for a quick coffee montage. Alright, so now that I'm caffeinated, let's get into it. This is my new coding corner and where I spend tons of hours as a developer. So to me, it's important to keep it tidy and ergonomic. Starting with my standing desk, and shout out to Ergonomics, they had gifted me the previous larger desk I had, and I reached out like, hey, I'm downsizing, could you maybe send me the smaller size? And they didn't hesitate one bit. I do miss the extra width, but I still really like this for how high quality it feels being solid wood. The cool part is that this desk comes with its own custom cable management solution, which results in a super clean look. It has a large power strip and a cable net. Also, it has a nice touch interface which supports swipe gestures and a smart collision sensor to prevent any accidents from happening. My chair remains unchanged. It's the Herman Aeron. They just make such great products, and this one is a worthy investment for someone who sits all day. So yeah, you probably see this chair everywhere. I literally saw this chair in a museum the other day, which is kind of funny, but it's such an icon and well deserved. Its design can't be replicated and it's so ergonomic that you don't really think about it, if that makes sense. Some of its features include height adjustable arms, you can lock it in different axes, and it has this lumbar support pad. Also, beside my desk is a nightstand which I use to store cables I need quick access to, and my other computer when I'm not using it. I swapped my ultra-wide monitor for the Apple Studio display. While it gets a bit of hate for its price tag, I really like it. From the physical design to the 5K resolution. Something underrated is its 600 nit brightness, which works great next to a window. I had a dual monitor setup in the past too, but I feel like having a single screen helps me focus better. Plus, it's finally a single cable setup, no more messing with USB hubs and all that, and no more need for an extra webcam. On top of the monitor sits the BenQ Screen Bar Halo light for bias lighting, which helps reduce eye strain. And it comes with this neat remote dial to control brightness and temperature. I also kept my monitor stand since it's crucial for maintaining the screen at eye level. I wasn't sure about keeping it with a smaller desk, but it turned out to be a surprisingly good desk organizer too. So now let's get into the peripherals. I have a leather desk mat by Orbit Key. Here I can place a pen and hide some papers under it. For my keyboard, I'm using the Mode Designs Envoy in polycarbonate, which gives it this awesome retro look. I went with the linear switches and upgraded the stabilizers. I'll leave the exact build details in the description. Also, it has these polished mirror accents on the top and the back, which is a nice cool hidden detail and adds more weight. And a coiled cable for the keyboard in white to add a nice touch. Here's a quick sound test. My mouse is the Logitech MX Master, pretty much the S tier of mice. It has all the buttons you need plus a secondary scroll wheel. To the left, I keep a Magic trackpad to still make use of those smooth macOS swiping gestures. And powering it all is my MacBook Pro M1 Pro 16-inch, which is still going strong despite being a couple generations behind. Might upgrade later this year though. And I tucked this right under the monitor stand. Lastly, I have a MagSafe dock charger that's perfect for the iPhone standby mode. It also comes in handy during iOS development. So yeah, this is where I spend a huge chunk of my day as a software engineer. Overall, the goal is to keep a simple and clean setup with a big focus on ergonomics at the same time. And speaking about keeping it clean, let me quickly tell you about the sponsor for today's video, Shelving. You know I love my home tech items, and they sent me their Wave electric toothbrush. Let me unbox a fresh one to show you, specifically the polished stainless steel, which looks pretty sleek. First impression, this is what it would look like if Apple made a toothbrush design wise. It has that sleek and minimalistic tech feel from the packaging to the user experience. In the box you get a nice braided magnetic cable, a simple quick start guide, and of course your brush heads, which are made from a soft, hygienic TPU material. And these all serve a purpose. The blue is called Super Clean for everyday use, the white is called Gum Care for a softer clean, and the purple is the Ultra Whitening, and the one I've been using most. Here it is. Attaching the heads is a straightforward snap too. Then to start using it, you hold the ADA certified capacitive button to take it off travel mode, and you can also double tap to switch between the three main modes. Also, I wanted to quickly highlight the smart features. These are all on the Shelving app, which are optional. From here, you have quick toggles like the travel mode, the zone change reminder, and below you have these sliders to really personalize your routine for a whopping 2,000 different setting combinations. And you can set your brushing duration, which I leave to the dentist recommended of 2 minutes. Honestly, I already had a decent electric toothbrush from Philips, but this one is a game changer and does double the oscillations of my old one. According to Shelving, this removes 6 times more plaque than a regular electric toothbrush, so I wanted to do a side-by-side slow motion test at 120 FPS. And yeah, it's night and day. Shelving is having a spring sale discount with up to 30% off. Go check them out using my link down below. And thanks Shelving for sponsoring today's video. Back to the workspace. As you can see behind me is my entertainment setup with the Vitsoe 606 system at its core. I had been thinking about getting this for several years. It was a bit tedious to install ourselves, but no regrets. It made me appreciate its design and build so much more. Definitely adds to my workspace and desk setup because it's my background for my Zoom meetings. As you can see, we have just a couple books and slowly going to be adding more accessories and plants, especially now that spring is around the corner. But not really in a rush to fill it just yet. This also doubles as my camera storage. Here I have all my lenses and other camera gear for quick access, which I've been needing. The TV is the LG C4, which is my first OLED TV and such a nice upgrade, paired with the Apple TV 4K. As for sound, we have the Sonos Beam, which allows for Dolby Atmos paired with the Apple TV, and it's so sweet. Lastly, I bought this lamp from Herman for ambient lighting with a Philips smart light bulb for remote control. Finally, in the city that never sleeps, let me show you what the workspace looks like at night. Let me know down below if you prefer the light or dark mode. Anyways, hope you enjoyed my tiny desk tour in NYC. Subscribe for more videos like this and see you on the next one real soon.